Can I start? Yeah. Yes. Of course I can start. I'm Yeldap. You all know me. I recap your shit. It's sometimes shitty. Sometimes it's fun, but sometimes let's be serious. Last week you had a bit of an ocular rift of sorts. That's what I called it, at least. We began in the first watch because apparently the last week wasn't sufficient enough to finish the first watch, and you were still in the first watch. There was lots and lots of anger about stuff, because Lark and her little handy hands were all over the crow's eyeball, which probably didn't come from a human, might be beholden to something else, we don't know. But yes, everyone finally went to sleep. Second watch was struck, with William and Liam at the helm. A satyr approaches and plays for William and Liam, and of course, William does what Williams do, and he drank himself some grain alcohol. As the satyr leaves, they heard malicious giggling coming from all around. Third watch started, and Ellywick and Mariele started the third watch. That's what started. Second watch informs them of the giggles. Ellywick has some of her own giggles. But William excuses his drinking, saying that he comes from a long line of high-functioning alcoholics. As to be seen, of course, rolling sober doesn't do it. Barzu allows Mariele to hold his eye. Mariele notices the eye is slightly larger than the average eye. It could be beholden. Someone else, and feels a slight shift in the world as the iris of the eye changes colors. Good lord, this fucking Skype screws everything up. Yes. Then a tiny thing with wings named Day, or Dow, or Douche, comes up to Mariele and Ellywick towards the end of their watch. Day is very welcoming to Mariele in her head, but Day tells Ellywick in her head that she shouldn't be here because her companion's bringing corruption. Notepad refreshes itself, causing me to scroll down, and Day mentions that there's a companion that is corrupt and it will spread. She seems to indicate Zerevex. We all know doesn't like his god, because his god doesn't like him. Lol. Day asks for water and food, but the water, bread, and apple make it angry, and it becomes red and black, which of course tells us we need to hit it, because that's what we do with red and black things or ethereal boats. Combat ensues. Burroughs beats the ever-loving shit out of one of them, and it was spectacular. Truly, truly spectacular. Then the rest of the party finishes off the other two, blah, 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 whatever. Zerevex fails several calls to his god, revealing an obvious rift not only with ocular things, but also his faith. Fourth watch patches without incident. As day breaks, because day broke, we march through the forest at a better pace than expected, coming upon the Thundertree. Side exclaiming, "Plants monsters! And zombies turn back now!" The last part didn't fit, but whatever. And that's where we are today. The titillating story of Thundertubes.
Alrighty then. So you have arrived now at that sign that says, "Danger, plant monsters, and zombies, turn back now." What you gonna do?
Let's just turn back now and end the whole campaign. What do you say, guys?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can become farmers.
Yeah, farmers paper.
I saw this game about it once. I've learned a lot about pumpkins.
And bread. Pumpkin bread.
And how to feed people with mayonnaise.
Yeah, we should do
really
some
have
pumpkin
most
bread.
of the parts of a town together. I mean, we have like, you know, a shrine thing. We have people that have apples. We have animal people. Rose is there.
And we got frogs to keep things slimy. But for realsies, I thought we had entered at a different place.
You did, and I moved you because last time when we started up, I just kind of plopped you onto the map so I could get you into Thundertree, and I just did it very fast.
Gotcha.
This is where I actually want you.
Yeah, I don't see anything.
Move a little bit.
Yeah, move. You totally were just fine. Like
You're on a
You're on a tree.
You were literally on a tree.
we talked about this last time.
Ah, so it's treason.
Going to Ellywick moves to the Zerevex just to see if it happens.
What?
It got dark.
Oh boy. Okay, so what you see around your ruins, some of the buildings are intact, some of them are not.
Okay.
You can see cracks is not intact.
And the sign said, danger inside, open undead.
Yeah, that's exactly what it said. It's like I got that from a show or something.
Plant monsters and
Danger
zombies.
open inside undead.
Enter inside undead.
Don't inside
When you're dead?
open undead.
Oh god. Semantics.
Alright. So what are you guys going to do when you're standing in these ruins?
Right.
I say we try to get through the ruins as quickly as possible, considering we need to get to Neverwinter still.
I mean, can we technically just go around the ruins if they're dangerous?
Technically, if you want to be a farmer. I'd allow
Also, another thing, we need to get to the west, and I can't help but notice we're starting in the northwest.
Well, this is easy then.
And off we go.
Run
Badoop,
this
badoop,
way.
badoop.
Uh-oh. I think we lost Damien and Lark. Did we?
I heard something go away.
Yeah.
There is totally not a compass on this map, so you have no idea what you're talking about.
Oh, okay.
Did we lose something?
I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they're still on roll 20. Or it still shows them on roll 20.
Can
Okay.
Zerevex or Lark say something?
They're not on the Skype chat.
Wait, on Steam still?
Okay.
They're off Steam now.
Maybe they were thunderstruck. Aw,
I mean, the winds are pretty strong, so
are they?
yeah. While we wait for them to return,
Running
Ellywick,
today was awful.
uh, what?
Running today was awful.
All I did was pause. I was like, okay, didn't know you felt that way.
I need to start running again.
No, you don't. I ran into a crazy person yesterday. Looked a lot like a person we worked with. They were running. It was insane.
And back.
Welcome back.
Internet went out there.
Sweet.
Yeah. Mariele noticed she left, and I noticed she's not on Steam anymore. So, boys and girls. And halfling. And gnome. Of different genders. What you doing?
Well, if we need to go west, we're at the edge of the map.
There is not a compass on this map, sir.
So how do we know which way through it we need to go?
Which way is north? Just
That's
because we
Because we do want to go in a cardinal direction, so we need to figure out where those cardinal directions are.
kind of want to go west. Is west this way?
Yep.
Okay.
Assuming you're like a somewhat tan line, yes.
Which way? I didn't see the line.
That's
Oh, okay. Wait, why is it backwards?
Did I say this enough times, or there is not a compass that you can see on this map.
Can we flip the map around?
Nope.
You get what you get, and you don't throw a fit.
Oh gosh.
So what I hear is that we just need to get to the bottom right of this map.
Can we
No.
go around
Seems
the
easy enough.
zombies?
That's what I was thinking. Can we just bypass Thundertree altogether?
Can we go this way, roughly?
I'm
Sure,
not
go
sure.
for it. You can
Okay.
go that way. You going that way?
Should we just stick to the top and see what happens?
I mean,
around
let's
the town?
see. So obviously there's some ruins around here. Why don't we just go ahead and check and see what we can see just in our immediate vicinity, then go from there.
Let's
Maybe
go.
all these zombies have a cleric that can remove curses.
Yeah. I mean, we're
Has
not
anyone
plants and
dealt
we're not
with-
zombies, so I think we should be okay.
Has anyone dealt with a zombie before?
No, but I can turn on dead.
I hear they like brains. I'll be safe.
Yeah,
Right.
probably. And we don't exactly have
Okay.
Zerevex to hurt people because his god doesn't like him.
So we need to go this direction-ish.
Well, we could just follow the road. What could go wrong?
So real quick, so there are ruins around here. Do we want to take the time to actually check out the ruins, or do you just want to try to go straight through? What do you say?
I'm
I say
going to
let's
check
go.
out some of these ruins.
What?
Do we notice, like, are any of the ruins, well, let's say, does it look like some of the ruins might have been important houses versus just common houses?
Some of them look like they've held more, like they have more purpose than others. Some of them look like they're just houses. One of them looks distinctly like a tavern that was known in the area. There's a
Let's check
tower.
the tavern.
You just want booze.
I
I'm
know.
having-
William needs to stock up after his most recent nocturnal omission.
I still have 3 clay jars of great alcohol.
I don't know.
I'll have no. I know.
Is there a temple?
You find no ruined temple in your immediate vicinity.
Oh, they're
If I
a
know
godless
anything
folk. I like
about-
these people.
If I know anything about destroyed towns with zombies, they'll be in the temple.
That's
Maybe this town was destroyed because it didn't have a temple. They
Kinda like-
got heathens and they got what was coming to them.
kind of like creepy ass children that are always
That
in
sounds
that
good.
manor that's on the far end of the city. Yeah. Okay,
Yeah,
so
they're-
first of all, I'll start out by saying, does anyone possibly know anything about this city? Can anyone make a check or anything that would show anything about this city?
Do we know that this is Thundertree?
You do not recognize it as Thundertree.
Does William know about it?
Do I? I rolled history.
Nope.
Guys, I have no idea what this is.
Liam?
Probably
What about Liam?
Your insight does not provide you any knowledge.
Damn.
Okay.
Try it.
I guess I'll roll for history to see if I know anything about it.
You do not have any knowledge on this area.
Okay.
I wrote down something last time about volcano exploded.
You know what,
And
guys?
ash covered the town, killing a bunch of peeps. Ending there.
Okay, here's what I suggest we do. Let's just get into a marching order. William, make sure that you watch out for any magical items you see anywhere in any of the buildings, so we can maybe investigate that. Lark, I don't know if maybe you have some ability to see what might be valuable. I don't know if rogues can do that or not. But again, just keep your wits about you as we go through, and let's just try to make it through. It doesn't seem like to be a very important place. I mean,
Okay,
but
let's-
anyone's up for, that's up for conjecture. but-
Undead, just in case people get, screwed up.
I cast my detect magic. Do I immediately see anything?
Nope.
Okay. I plan on keeping that up for while we're in Thundertubes as an FYI.
Okay. Just remind me as you walk somewhere.
So when we were in Fandalian, that farmer lady said that there were zombies at Thundertree. So I can't put 2 and 2 together that this might be Thundertree.
You would have no reason to believe that this is Thundertree specifically. You did not receive knowledge of where it was located. Just that there is a place called Thundertree with undead. And there's also another place you were supposed to go to that also has undead.
Okay.
Different undead.
Not these ones.
So one important thing we should consider, it says stay away, plants and zombies, but clearly the town has not fared well, so perhaps they did not stay away.
Wait. So maybe this is a warning to the plants and the zombies and not the people?
Right.
How large is the town, approximately?
Each square's 10 feet.
Hold on. Can't see that far.
Each square is 10 feet.
So
Yeah.
okay. Can I
Yeah.
use my awareness? And I can tell whether the certain creatures are present within 1 mile of us.
Sure.
And that would be apparitions, celestials, dragons, elementals, fae, fiends, and undead.
Well, there's a
You
little
feel
bit of a dragon here.
completely surrounded.
Oh!
Sorry, what?
You feel completely surrounded. And as you
By.
reach out, you feel something reach out to you.
Uh-oh.
Okay, do I know?
By all
What
of the
type?
above.
Yeah, what type?
By all of the above.
All
Holy.
of them?
All of the above.
So, apparitions, celestials, dragon. Well, I guess Morose is kind of a dragon. Elementals, fae, fiends, and undead.
Yep, all of the above.
So, I think we should leave.
Why would you say that?
I'm feeling a really strong presence of all sorts of magical creatures, like every type of magical creature that I know of in this area.
I mean, I'm looking around right now and I don't see anything remotely magical. I just see ruins.
Yeah,
So we've got all these trees. Look up, William. You see anything in the trees?
Do I see anything in the tree?
What's your passive perception?
Well, I'm actively looking at
Or
the
sorry, what's your perception?
perception roll. I almost rolled persuasion.
God damn, it's bread everywhere.
That's why I asked for your passive, because you should just stop rolling.
Please stop.
My pass is only an 8.
For all
It's
the
not
good
gonna
in this
help.
world, you know more. You know.
Can I see anything?
You want to roll for it?
Yeah.
Ooh.
You don't see anything in the tree.
I would like to examine the sign and see if I can detect how recently it was written. What would you want me to do? Investigation or what for that?
Let's do perception.
My regular perception.
Yep, just standard.
So roll
Yep, you'll roll.
because my passive is 10.
The sign looks like it's been well kept. It's old, but somebody's been keeping it legible.
Okay. So I'd say, the sign doesn't look like it's something new. This is apparently something the area has dealt with for a while, and it appears that it's still kept up. So perhaps this isn't overrun?
Perhaps there's somebody here who can assist us with getting Neverwinter.
That's not a bad idea.
I can cast Pass Without a Trace if we can all stay close together.
Oh,
We can probably do that.
let's do that. That sounds like a good idea.
That actually sounds, yeah.
How close do we need to be for this?
You have to be within 30 feet of me.
Oh, psh,
Oh, that's not bad.
Close together on
that's
the other
room to
side.
fart. I mean, come on.
Hold on, let me pull it up. Sorry.
Do we want to do our regular marching order for this?
Are you? William in the front, William Morose in the front, Zerevex, Lark, Ellywick, and Liam, then Mariele.
Yep.
How are you want to handle this? Stuff so I can see the map.
I mean, we can be picked up by magic if they really try, but
Oh, well, there are only every type of magical creature here, so I'm sure we're fine.
right. But at least we have a little bit of a help.
True.
So do we want to just start walking through or running through as fast as we can, or?
I don't think running would be a great idea. I think we should
Sure,
try
if we
to at least somewhat stealth, even though
If
we're
we
passive
sneak,
without
we can
traits.
take into account the tech plus 10 bonus.
If we what?
If we sneak, we can take into account the plus 10 bonus that this spell is giving us. Because we
True.
can actually.
Yeah,
not
it seems
the
like
stealth.
we should try and sneak because we are using a sneaking thing.
I just have this vision of like Scooby-Doo, and they're all sneaking along, and then the monster's behind them the whole time, sneaking with them.
All right.
So do we need to do some stealth checks?
Yep. Remember to add your plus 10 bonus.
You're what?
So roll and then add your bonus.
Doesn't it add it all already?
Not
Right.
not the bonus for the spell. It's just more.
Oh, because it gives plus 10. Gotcha.
Yep.
Damn, Lark is stealthy as fuck.
Yeah, 36 stealth.
Question: would this be? Can we take the benefit of the other roll because we've got a spell helping us?
No, you already get plus 10.
But I want 32 to
No.
16.
So 16 makes you the low person on the stealth.
Which
Yep.
we don't know that though. But
Yeah.
I'm gonna be heading the group anyway. I would just suggest you watch and see if I get hit. Run away a bit.
Just a little bit.
We've tried this let you die thing. It doesn't work. The entire party gets stabbed to death by children.
Yeah. These might be magical children. So,
Magic children.
well,
I mean-
if we take Mariel's word for it, which we should.
She's told us that there's a lot of things here. She told us specifically what she sensed.
This is the type of creatures, and there's all the types of creatures that I know of that I can sense are in the area. So undead, fae, fiends, apparitions, celestials, morose.
The sexy.
Gross, a bit of a creature.
or
Rose is kind of on his own thing.
I do. Yep. I'm special. So
Yeah.
what's? Do you want to just take the road straight through? Do we want to sort of skirt the outskirts of it?
I want to explore.
I would be worried since they said something about plants on there that we may want to stay away from some of the plants.
So-
Very good.
take the road.
I would say take the road.
From what I can see, from where I'm at, the road seems to go straight through the majority of the town. We might be able to take it all the way through and just exit that way. And if
Okay.
we see something nice along the way,
Did we want to head to that tavern?
I thought
I
that was a joke.
yeah. I just kind of want to get through this damn thing.
I think we should just go through unless we see something that merits us stopping at all. But I
Sure,
don't
like
even know
all
what
of
that
the
would
above
be.
that you listed coming at us. We should stop if that happens. No, or we should.
Yeah,
probably just
or
go.
if we find something that can lift the curse.
should we get in our marching order then?
I thought you already were.
No, we've just been kind of dicking around.
Alright, then get in your marching orders.
All right, guys, let's head out. Keep your eyes peeled.
Aren't you normally in the lead?
Yep. How do you want us to do this? How do you want us to do this, DM? Move a little bit at a time, or what?
Move a little bit at a time, like move 2 squares at most at a time.
Okay.
As I said, I'm going to explore, so I'm going down here.
Okay.
More than 30 feet from,
Zerevex, what's your passive perception?
that was quick.
Believe it's 11.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, 11.
Zerevex, you approach this cottage. It's covering the shadows of an old tree and a crumbled stone. It has no roofs, and the weeds are rampant. As you approach, you hear the sound of twigs snapping around you. But you seem to notice that there are creatures here. Let's go into combat.
Well, that was quick.
Dang,
We
Zerevex.
didn't follow him.
That's fine. Zerevex, can you move your icon like a little to the left or to the right? Like 1 square, just for a second.
Ellywick tried to save us.
Oh, we're still in the thing. He's fucking by himself there.
If you saw the map move, whoops.
Say,
Is he
the
far?
world shifts underneath our feet.
Is he
We're all holding
too
the
far
eye.
away from Ellywick?
You literally stumbled on top of something without seeing
I
it.
know.
It's like, somebody just dropped.
Oh, it's them.
Ah, shoot.
Oh no, come back. Oh, I'm having problems too.
You're what?
I was having problems with roll 20 for a second.
My ping's pretty good.
So this is going to be combat.
If we join it,
Well, I don't think we have a choice. I'm 5 foot from whatever creature fell on top of him.
You always have a choice.
And you're 20 feet. You're fine.
Yeah.
We're well within.
Are
We
we
could negotiate with the tree.
Are we still, like, besides Zerevex, are we still stealthy?
If you have not tried to not be, then you are.
Not tried to not be.
Try to what?
Yes. The answer is yes.
So we've just moved forward. So it doesn't know that we're there yet. It just knows Zerevex is there.
So as a guardian of light, I'm going to be very specific. I'm going to burn the shit to the ground.
I need combat though.
You're.
I'm joining.
Oh God.
Are you rolling?
Yep, I'm rolling initiative now.
Okay. Oh shit. Completely missed my things.
I mean, he went off the trail. He scuffled up a whole bunch of tree people. Not going to just leave him to his fate.
Okay, I need to write this down because every time someone joins the fight, my monster thing's removed. 19.
So wait, that's William. Liam, did you say that you're joining as well to burn it to the ground?
I mean, I think all of us will start to see this eventually, but
But we don't have to
right
fight.
now I don't think I've noticed. Oh, I know. I'm not
I think we
serious.
would notice the giant tree people scuffling 10 feet from us.
Do we
Giant-
notice them?
How big are they?
Well, also,
They're
also like, sorry.
they're
If
about
they
the
don't,
No, go Nicole. I'll write it in the chat.
if they don't notice us, do we get an advantage if we don't make a sound before we attack?
You would technically get surprised on them, yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
And does it look like a tree person? You said.
They're, you see a humanoid-ish shape, made of twigs. Lark and Damien are still having internet problems.
Right.
Um,
So we're in a town called Thundertree with giant trees, and we see a little tree thing. Is it?
yep.
Wait. Take your little sticks.
Oh my gosh. Oh yeah, our little sticks.
What's happening?
That's the way to handle trees.
Let's wag our little sticks at him.
I said burn it to the ground.
I can still wag while you do that.
I need to know what order things are happening in.
No, I'm not doing that. I haven't even entered combat yet.
Oh my gosh, baby.
I know. So here's my thing: is if you guys all join in, I'm gonna feel compelled to join you because you've saved me a handful of times, and so I've, got loyalty to you. But on the other hand, if it's just one rogue person, then my loyalty is to keep the rest of the group safe.
Well, do we all have to roll for initiative and then on our turn decide whether or not we're joining the fight, or how does that even work?
Good question.
Have we all noticed this? That's the biggest question.
Hold on.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Did we see this?
Give me 1 second. I'm helping Lark and Zerevex.
You're dumb, Zerevex.
He's not here.
I know. That's why I'm cursing him.
If you have the ability to curse, do you have the ability to remove curse?
Remove curse is a 3rd level spell.
I know. I get it in 2 levels.
Kind
Yeah,
of
Really
not.
sad.
I
There, I
get
removed
it
it.
too as well.
I looked that up when we hit level 3 because I was like, is remove curse a 2nd level spell? Because that would be great.
Okay, what were the questions?
Do we all have to roll initiative first so that we have an order, and then on our turn decide whether or not we're doing anything, or how does it work if we're not sure what's going on?
Also, have we seen anything happen yet?
So let's start with the second question. No, you have it right now. Zerevex and Lark. Well, Zerevex is going to give me directions on what he wants done through Steam. And Lark says like their internet's probably going to be out for a while. So just a heads up on that. So you haven't seen anything and you don't realize what's going on yet. What you can do is if you plan on entering combat, go ahead and roll. But if you're not planning on entering combat, do not roll.
So everybody sees them?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, question. If we do not enter combat this round, can we enter it next round?
You can always enter, yes.
Okay.
But if you enter next round, you might not have surprise.
But we're still stealthed.
Yep. That's why I said might. I didn't say you didn't.
Gotcha,
It just depends
gotcha.
on what happens. Okay. I am going to be Zerevex. So give me 1 second. I need to pull up his sheet. Okay. Let's do this. I don't usually spend my time looking at the screen now.
So right now it's just me and Zerevex versus the trees.
Yep.
Somebody else.
No one else is joining?
Well, Zerevex has to roll for
Yep.
initiative.
I know.
Yeah.
You
Uh,
should.
I want to wait and see what happens with Zerevex and William first.
Me too. I'm not gonna rush in and be rash. Obviously, I have a care for all beings.
All right.
You had the you didn't have this token selected, so
No, I apparently
it assigned it to the
twigs.
I'm going to guess little baby ants.
This is not my night.
I don't know, it's rather entertaining.
Oh, we don't need another morose.
Okay.
But we have
I think
to.
we should make like a tree and leave because of that joke.
Okay. So, Twigblight goes first. Reaches out for Zerevex, and with his little melee claws,
It's 37 damage.
he aims for Zerevex but misses. His claws bounce off. Yeah. Lawful, it's your turn.
It's my turn?
Yep.
In that case, I target the one that's right next to Zerevex, and I Eldritch Blast.
Right next to or right under?
Well, I assume that that because it's halfling sized, it's occupying the same space.
Yep.
That they are next to each other.
Yep.
Does a 12 hit?
Nope.
That's a shame. Well, did
Not
we
my battle.
Did I get a surprise round at all? Well, if it's a surprise round, I would have gotten to act an entire turn before they got to go at all, and then I get to go again.
Nope, too late. There, it's turn. I feel like I'm talking to myself.
So what is the mighty Zerevex doing?
Zerevex is going to attack with his black blade. And with a mighty hit, he does 11 damage. This guy.
Roll 20's being like really laggy and slow for anybody else.
I told you I was having problems with roll 20. Anybody else? Hello?
Do
I don't have
we?
anything.
Seems fine.
Yeah, mine's fine as well.
Mine
Huh.
too.
The curse man.
Although my stream is like Not happy.
This guy crumbles to the ground because he is hit with Zerevex's blade. He is perished.
Okay. Well, so they're easy.
Perished, man, perished. The other twig blight reaches out for
Did you mean to kill the one that was 15 feet away from him?
no. No, I did not. Okay. The other twig blight moves up to and reaches out for Zerevex. With his little claw hands balled up into fists, he misses. His little hands not attacking at all. And that guy's dead. Waffle, it's your turn.
Should I be seeing Zerevex on the turn order?
Yeah, I'm playing as Zerevex.
Yeah, but I don't see him on the initiative turn
Hey,
order.
it's fine, I see him.
Don't either.
He's on mine.
Hey.
So Zerevex has gotten attacked twice now?
No, he's attacked once.
No, has gotten attacked twice.
Yes.
And yeah, both missed.
Okay. I think probably I'm going to enter combat because, seriously.
I am batting 1,000 with Eldritch Blast today.
Yeah, you missed. 19. Can you roll again, Liam? And I'll roll as well.
Would I have any wisdom of how to work with
Perfect. You
these
can stand
creatures?
up. Would you have what?
Any idea on how to work with these creatures? Or from my travels in woods and stuff?
You would recognize that these creatures are not exactly the easiest to talk with, as in they don't talk back. You would also know that these creatures are pretty mindless.
They are not
What?
entertained.
Mindless?
Mindless, yep.
Okay.
Yeah, and I'm going to enter as well now that I see more people joining in.
Can you roll again? Not roll again.
You want me to roll again?
Yep.
I clicked myself
And
this
I
time.
will too as well.
You originally had.
What? What?
I clicked on the black blade. I wanted to see what it was.
Oh boy.
It's that?
It's apparently K_XG5 blah blah blah.
Repeating. Don't forget repeating. Okay.
Repeating it.
So Flopple went. Zerevex's turn. Right.
I think that they get to join in the next round of combat. And since I had just went, that would mean that Zerevex would go, and then we would start at the top of the turn order again.
Mariele, did you get a 19?
Yeah.
Roll again. Liam, roll again.
What?
Yay. Awesome.
Well, I guess you gotta go
Oh.
first.
Can I get 10 experience because I rolled 3 19s in a row?
I think you should.
I'll give you 1 experience.
Yes.
Get even 20.
Always start out higher when you're negotiating.
Okay. So now that the turn order's got messed up,
Well, I
Should
still
I change mine to 19? Or
I moved you
stay.
into the right spot, I thought. Didn't
Yeah, it's in the right spot. I just wasn't sure if it needed to be 19 or not, or if it stays like that.
You're fine.
Okay.
Liam, go ahead and go.
Calling down Radiant Fire. Except it's actually
There's a rusty.
radiant damage. So I have a 13 for my spell save.
Okay. You set it on fire.
Well, it's radiant damage.
Yeah, well, you're setting it on fire.
Okay.
What spell is this? Sacred Flame?
Yeah.
Liam
Great.
smiles proudly, pops a party popper in his face, and sets him on fire.
Which I didn't know set things on flame. On fire. Flame like.
It's not this spell. There's a reason.
Oh. Good. Well, I feel accomplished.
Mariele, what are you doing?
Attacking.
Okay. So you hit.
Top 5.
So you see this creature crumple before you. It looks distinctly like a shrub.
13.
Combat is over.
Okay.
Everybody take.
10.
It's pretty horrible, to be honest.
That was like fighting a bunch of actual children.
7 experience points.
Ooh,
All right, I got it right.
Do I take that even though I didn't get in?
Yep, because you weren't in the combat, but you were actively participating.
My experience is at 1, 2, 3, 4.
Perfect.
Mine's at 1, 2, 4, 7.
That's
You
a
don't know
1,
how to
2,
count,
3,
do you?
9. How did you lose that much experience?
There was something
Let's
that
do
somebody
that.
else did where they got it and I didn't or something, I think.
That, and I think he lost off like the first 15 experience from the initial fights because his.
Okay,
He
so
joined.
you guys dealt with the satyr and you guys got experience, but you guys were the only ones that did. Liam was lower than everybody else, so that's why you have a little bit more than me. William was about my level, which is why he has more than I do. I remember things sometimes.
All right. So going forward, what you guys need to do?
Well, did
Well, now that
did it dispel our move without a trace thing?
Yeah. It would have.
Would it?
I'm going back up. Okay. Oh, that's flaming sphere.
Doesn't say anything.
No, you guys are fine because I think you're all within 30 feet of Ellywick.
Yeah, gonna say it doesn't say anything about us losing it.
Nice.
Very cool.
I'm gonna say, okay, guys,
go this
if we
way.
could all stay together this time and not bother anything, maybe we can get through this place.
Or maybe we can keep getting more experience.
The tree children started it.
I'm going to agree with Ellywick. I think it is best to avoid combat so that we can get to Neverwinter as quickly as possible.
Sure, I'm down with that. So, are you in contact with them at all?
Yep. That's kind of what the pauses are, is I'm trying to get from them what they're wanting to do.
Sure.
So now that we're out of combat, we're just going to pretend their characters are there, but not really. Like, if you guys get into combat, I'll play as their characters, but they are probably not.
Following along.
Oh wait, it says that he's now off his phone.
I didn't hear that.
They're back on now.
Is Zerevex dead?
You X the wrong character.
Ah, we see you, we hear you, nothing happened, your character's fine.
Definitely not
Oh
dead.
no.
It's right next to it.
It's because they were on top of each other.
Kinky.
On top of each other. Alright.
Damien's on the phone with the internet company at the moment.
The only thing that happened is we killed some little tree children and we got experience for it. Yay.
I set one on fire with a spell that, as far as I know, doesn't set people on fire. Yay.
Lark, go ahead and add 7 experience points. Also,
Seven.
I think I said this, but it's not the spell that caused the fire.
I know, I'm just
Yes.
amazed.
Did you say
I have
7?
secret burning
Yep.
fire ability.
Yes, 7 is in 7-11 without the 11.
7 is in the first prime number after 5.
Aren't you fancy?
Nerds.
Before 11.
6 is the first non-prime number after 5.
What? Really?
This is
7 is
the
Alright.
first
also
time
the largest prime number with 1 digit in base 10.
Yep.
Or base 7, 8, or 9.
I know. I have places.
So anyway, are we moving along?
Sure, go for it. I need to pull some stuff.
Is Zerevex gonna come with us, or is he gonna keep exploring?
Let's not think about that right now.
He's coming with us.
He's coming with us. We're dragging him along.
Clark, he's on the phone right now.
Yeah, I think he's almost off, but yeah, we can drag him.
Okay.
Who wants to make the grapple check?
Just assume he's coming with you at this point.
Okay.
Alrighty.
I
Go ahead
oil
and
myself
move.
up Greco-Roman or wrestling style. I'm like, I've grappled with men before. He's coming with us.
Boils himself up with an area full of things you know nothing about.
Start moving, Morose.
Okie dokie.
What is going on with Liam and William?
They're butt bumping.
I'm
Yep.
trying to move forward.
We're waiting for our lead to move forward.
Boop.
You.
No, I'm saying boop.
Oh.
But she said
Alright, I'm
move
back.
like 2 at a time. She said, so I'm trying to let her catch up.
2 at a time.
So
Okay.
okay, I tell you what, I'm gonna keep moving. You tell me to stop if I need to stop.
Okay.
Boop.
Catch
Should I
up.
get an update of what happened?
You killed some children and you got 7 XP.
Yep. You killed
Three
the
children.
twig blades.
They were Groot.
You're
Well,
good.
we're about to have someone outrun.
Come on, people, keep moving.
Yeah, hold on. You guys are not keeping up very well.
All right, hold on. You said I killed 2 children and I got 70
No,
XP?
no.
Yeah.
You didn't kill anything.
Yeah, he
Okay.
did. He killed 2 of them.
Killed one of them.
No. He killed one.
Yeah.
Come on, you guys
Everybody
gotta
all killed
stay
together.
close together.
All right.
Zerevex isn't moving.
Oh, sorry, I stopped. Just he came back.
Boop.
Okay. Okay.
Boop.
Okay.
Boop.
Okay.
Boop.
Okay. Stop.
Ah. Okay.
You come to an area.
You're already in an area.
Yeah, you come to a area.
And
It's like-
area.
A area.
Oh God.
You come to a section near the middle of the village. It's a narrow lane winding up the steep hillside to the north. Directly to the south is a ruined building that might have been a store or workshop. You find yourself
Which way
facing
is
a wide
south?
web stretching
Yeah.
across the lane from the building to the trees on the north side of the road. It looks
Is this the ruined?
impassable.
Is this the ruined building to the south? Because south is up here now. Remember?
Fine. You,
Good catch.
you find yourself facing this building. Or this web. It looks impassable. What are you gonna do?
Wait. It looks impassable.
Yeah, what?
There's a
There's a building with a web.
The web.
Cool.
The
Can
web.
we just go around
Yeah,
farther
there's
to the
a
east?
pretty
Is that west? Wait.
West is east and east is
Can't we
west.
just go this way?
yeah. That
Yeah,
doesn't
that
look
way.
impassable at all.
Can we just go around the building?
While you're standing there, you hear a large roar overhead. Everybody make me a Constitution saving throw as a shadow falls over you in the shape of a dragon.
Oh gosh.
Woo! I'm fine.
Wait, I like
Constitution saving
dragons.
throw as what?
I'm a dragon.
The
Rar.
Constitution.
Oh.
Boom.
Okay, to those of you that failed,
What's the fail?
Liam, Ellywick,
No.
Clark, Zerevex, I need to know if you want me to give you a flat damage or roll for damage.
Flat damage.
Yeah, probably flat damage.
Fine.
Let me check your character.
To which she comes back and says, "Fight a roll for
What do
it."
I have to roll for damage? What would I have to roll?
I'd be rolling.
Oh.
I'm going to advise that the roll might be your better life choices, actually.
I'm gonna roll.
I'll roll.
You want to roll?
Okay, let's try the roll.
Hey, I need 66 from you because I don't have enough.
Seriously.
Stealing my dice.
Stop having voice thing that kick our ass.
So, wait. That means she needs 66 worth of damage. You guys are in trouble.
Medic.
On average, it's going to be about 18 damage.
Whatever I roll, and I'm only rolling once, is what you guys will take.
You're not dead. You're just gonna be down to 1 hit point, Liam. You're fine.
And it's statistically likely to be between 12 and 24 damage.
Where are all your d6?
I have 23 hit points.
Yeah,
That's a shame.
that's. Yeah.
Theoretically, she could roll 36.
Theoretically, I am still short 3d6.
Huh?
Can I have 3 more from you?
You should have plenty of
There's
D6.
not. There's only 2 sets of stuff over here.
I'm sorry.
I need 3 more.
Or
See,
you,
that's why I didn't want to go this way.
or you could just roll them twice.
I could, but I don't want to. Okay. What's 2?
Am I still stealthed? Does that help any?
No.
Because you heard the roar. And Liam was no more.
So a dragon flew over us, roared, and half the party's just going to magically take 66 damage.
Yeah, they
The
shit
dragon?
themselves so hard they killed themselves, apparently.
We know it's a dragon?
Yeah.
Can I have magically cast one of my magical spells?
What?
I'd like to cast Spare the Dying on myself.
I'd like to cast silence on the party.
Alright, your god smiles upon you. Take 18 damage if you failed. And take 9 damage if you pass.
That was a fireball spell.
No, it's not actually.
That's
and
the
I'll
damage
explain
for
to
a
you.
fireball spell.
Explain to you what happens. The area around you fills with a nauseous gas. Yeah. You find yourself choking on it. You stand before this web. What are you going to do?
Well, let's back up the way we came.
So, wait a minute. There's a web in front of us? Or in the
Yes.
building?
I realize you guys can't see this on your map because I drew it on my map. But
Draw it?
I am.
I drew something and I don't know how to get rid of it.
You
Oh,
have to
there we
go
go.
back to the clicky thing.
I did it. I got it.
Wait, are there two webs?
I just misclicked.
Okay.
And you said, does it say that we can't pass through it or it looks like we can't pass through it?
It looks impassable.
So we can still try to burn it.
Sure. You can give it a shot.
Good at burning things.
Yeah. Hey, Bernie guy, you want to try this?
After we stop choking, probably.
Yeah, I've already backed up.
Well, you're well out of the sphere of safety.
I don't think I am.
Are you 3 feet? Because each block is 10 feet.
I'm close.
Yeah, R.
Enough to believe you're covered, but not enough to be covered.
Good
I'm
enough.
not choking. I'm not choking anymore, so I call that a trade-off win.
You're wearing a halter top of safety at the moment.
So,
Can I check on how Barzu's doing?
He's dead.
no,
Lark's like,
I mean,
sweet.
if the entire party put on a successful
The
save,
whole bird plane exploded.
KFC?
How's
Barzy's
Barzu?
Barzy's fine.
Okay.
Barzu is alive and well. So, you stand before this web. What's going on? What's happening here? As you're choking. Are you guys going to do anything? Try to cast anything? Try to just let it dissipate?
well, we already said we were. I think someone said they were going to cast some sort of flame on it.
Yeah.
So how big is
what?
this cloud? Can you outline how big the cloud is so we can at least get out of the choking cloud?
Then it's like, is this choking cloud like have a color to it?
Did the dragon fart on us?
That is your interpretation. It doesn't just end there, it's just that's all I drew. I don't know if you can see the thin lines when I do it, so
So did you say that the people that saved still had to mark down damage?
you still took damage.
Ah,
It was 9 instead of
18.
18.
gotcha.
Like I said, your god smells upon you.
I move there. Outside the gas.
Yep, it would be a pretty obvious defining the green noxious gas to anywhere else.
So did this gas just appear after the dragon passed over?
You
Or
heard
did
a-
we just blatantly walk into gas we could see?
Yeah, that's.
You heard a roar, and then there was gas.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. He did fart.
Or he pooped on us.
Ellywick, you're still in the gas.
I'm just trying to move.
I know you like stinky things.
Ellywick, things. Yep.
Should we try to go through the trees to avoid the gas, guys?
Wait. This is a city full of plant creatures. Going through the trees, any one of them could attack us at any time.
So we'll just
say,
kill them
but
and
the-
get 7 more experience. Sounds
But the
good.
dragon's up ahead. Can we? Is there any building we can take cover underneath that doesn't look like it has many plant creatures in it?
You would have to check for plant creatures.
Can we just look at some that doesn't have like a ton of plants growing on it?
Sure, you see a tower that has no plants on it.
Where is that?
Oh, that's. Yeah, where's that?
It is.
Uh.
That's not the best arrow I've ever drawn.
All right, everyone's go bottom left.
We got it.
Hold on.
I think that sounds like a good eye plan. Or good plan. Good eye plan.
Well, isn't that the direction that the dragon went?
There you go. That's much better
Where
drawing.
did the dragon go?
The dragon would probably like to be on a tower because it's a dragon.
Maybe it flew from the tower.
Can we see this dragon? I'm gonna look around and see if I can see the direction or anything that would indicate where it's from. What do you want me to roll?
Roll for nature to see if you see anything around you. You don't see the dragon.
And it being a dragonborn?
Nope. Just because you are dragonborn doesn't mean you can see that type of thing.
Yeah, huh?
No. Just no.
So we heading towards the tower?
I think that going through there is a bad idea.
Too late.
Damn it, Zerevex.
Did we see the dragon when it flew overhead?
You saw the dragon fly overhead, or at least the shadow. You can kind of generally guess the direction it was going.
Is there
We
any
just
chance?
saw the shadow. We didn't see the dragon itself.
Can I roll something to see if I can harken back to my kin and figure out what type of dragon this is?
Sure.
What do you want me to do?
What is that sound?
That was me saying,
Really, really close to Mike.
I wanted to know if anybody in the party looks as hurt as I am, because I was thinking of healing a couple people.
I have 5 health.
Okay. You and me, man.
You're trying to get my attention.
I'm going to cast Cure Wounds on her.
I can cast Cure Wounds on you. You need it.
Okay? That sounds good.
And while they're can I try to? Do you want me to do history or what for dragon?
Yep, go ahead and do history.
D8.
You know that this is most likely a green dragon.
Okay, guys, it looks like we're dealing with a green dragon with poisonous gas. It comes out of
What's
its butt.
that thing? Hold on, where's my... Oh. Where do I find my spellcasting ability?
Should be on the 3rd page. It should be, I assume, your proficiency modifier plus your wisdom.
So if we saw the shadow of the dragon, which direction did it go?
As I say, you can generally determine if the shadow of the dragon was heading. Hold on, I'm drawing.
5. Okay.
Most likely going.
There.
Cool.
This way.
I seem to recall that dragons, especially the chromatic ones, are notoriously evil.
Well, this is a green dragon, so.
That would be a chromatic dragon.
Is it?
Yep, anything with a color is a chromatic dragon. Anything that's named after a metal is a metallic dragon.
I should know these, shouldn't I?
Yep.
Well, to be fair, I don't like dragon lore.
Well, I definitely think we should avoid the dragon at all
Okay.
costs.
From what we saw, could we tell if the dragon was a child, an adult, and an ancient?
You would know that this is not an ancient or a legendary, but you would not have been able to tell the rest.
But if we meet it head on, perhaps we could kill it and get to its horde.
No, I don't think we can.
Why not?
I think we should avoid it.
Ugh. Okay, well, it looks like we're gonna have to backtrack quite a bit because the gas cloud extends far to the north below us, which is south on our map, but not south maps.
What does this building look like?
That looks like a tavern. On the outside of it, you see a weathered signboard by the door, showing the faded image of a workhorse holding a flagon of ale. The building is sagging a bit and dilapidated, but it's more intact than the ruins around it.
Should we run in there to try to escape the dragon?
It's going that way.
I don't know if that would. Dragons just like to go around killing things. I think we need to try to get out of this area and get away from it as soon as possible.
Did the
But
dragon even see us, or did it just fly overhead?
And fart in our general direction, just out of coincidence?
Does the cloud not dissipate?
The cloud is slowly dissipating.
Do we want to go wait in the tavern until the cloud dissipates?
Well, the tavern is where the dragon was heading. I say we just wait till the cloud dissipates and try to run. Although there's that, so there's that web. I say we should try to run this way. Around it. As soon as the cloud dissipates, just run the opposite direction from the dragon, away from that web, and try to get the hell out of here.
I'm good with that.
Is there any cover down there from the dragon?
Cover down where? I didn't see the.
I pinged
Where?
down
Heading
here.
down this way.
There's a few ruined buildings down there. You see, from the distance, you can see more webs glinting in the sunlight.
Down in that area?
Yep.
So you just don't want us to go this way.
No, you can go this way. I'm just telling you what's down there.
Is anybody concerned that giant webs might mean giant spiders?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't like spiders.
Yeah, but anything's better than a dragon.
Is it?
This is true.
Yeah, spiders and a dragon.
Hey, I
Spiders
resemble
have
that
more
remark.
legs than a dragon.
Rose, you're not actively trying to kill us at this moment.
Not
At
now.
this
Not till next week on Adventure Stories. I will say, just because there's webs doesn't mean that you can go anywhere on the map.
Back to Pendale, guys.
So just avoid the
No, to
web.
Neverwinter.
Well, okay, so we saw a web over in this area. I wonder if we can cut through somewhere around here. I don't think we should go anywhere up towards the north up here, because that's where the dragon headed. Maybe we could take cover under these trees and go through and avoid the webs, going along.
Cover a tree sounds scary.
Sorry, Zerevex.
What's up?
Said cover under tree sounds a little bit scary.
Aren't you a freaking
I
druid?
mean, the end things were not that difficult to deal with.
Right. Oh, yeah, you fall out of trees. That's why you don't like trees.
Maybe we should be rethinking
Yeah, but
this whole go through the center of town thing. Maybe we should just double back and go around it.
We still haven't run into any zombies or anything either, so those still might be around here.
Goodness. Well, the cloud's gone. I say we should go.
Well, if anything that can come that quick initially can come that quick again.
That's what she said?
Standing there talking, you see a gentleman running towards you. He is a half elf. He is running towards you, kind of flailing his hands pretty fanatically, and goes, "No, follow me. We have to get out of here."
I say we follow him.
Which direction?
say
I'm
we
gonna
follow
follow him.
Can you
I say we follow him.
Can you ping which direction he's coming from?
Here.
Okay, yeah, I definitely would
I'm
like to follow
following
him.
him.
Yep,
Well,
very much.
is he
Okay.
coming from the southern route or is he coming from where the spider webs were?
He is coming from.
There's spider webs everywhere.
It looks like he's coming this way.
Yeah, sure, let's
You
go
just
that way.
tell me the spider web blocking that path?
I said there are spider webs down there. I didn't say they were blocking it. You guys are just crazy.
All right, so can we go there?
Yeah.
Badoo,
Yeah, I'm following him.
badoo,
Um,
badoo.
He enters the building. This building. It looks pretty well kept, as if someone's been living there. It appears to be in better condition than the ruined and dilapidated structures nearby. The doors are reinforced with heavy iron bands and thick shutters protect the windows. You feel as if this is a pretty sturdy building.
Welcome to our coffin, guys.
So he looks at all of you in general and goes, "So you've noticed the dragon?"
I
And
would say that's true.
he looks pretty perturbed, but can I get water?
I use create water on the DM.
Buy you that water.
What? So, what did you say, Liam?
Still a dragon.
Yeah, he's not been here for very long. I mean, the blights and the zombies have been here for a while, and I've been dealing with those, and of course the giant spiders, but the young dragon just moved in. I guess he couldn't pass up the tower.
Who are you?
Excuse me, you said young?
Yes, so he said young.
And what is your name?
I am Reidoth, the druid that keeps this area. I protect it from fools that stumble in and fools that stumble out.
That name sounds familiar.
Oh,
You know someone from Vandalen?
yes, that's where I hail from, Vandalen. Were you talking to Mr. Adderleaf then? The orchard guy would have told you about him.
Yes, that's who told us about to find you. They're worried about you.
Oh, I'm fine here, but the dragon is a bigger problem. You can't really go anywhere with him over there.
How long has he been here?
He's been here for about a week now. There's some cultists that have been trying to get to him, and being a young dragon, it doesn't take much to scare him off. It's just the cultists keep bringing him back.
So what's
Why
up
would
with
they
the
do
sign?
that?
It says something about zombies and plant stuff. We ran into some small plant things, but what is this town about?
Well, 30 years ago, the volcano erupted, and the people left behind were covered in ash and became zombies. And of course, like anything left unattended, nature moved in, and with it came the twig blights and the giant spiders and the other folk. And that's all completely natural, not quite like the cultists that are here.
So why the hell would you come here if that's what happened?
Because who else is going to protect them? This area is very close to the road, and what if these zombies were to leave, and what if these twig blights were to get stronger?
I would like to check and see if I can see if he's telling us the truth or...
Go ahead and roll for insight. You have no idea.
He's speaking in Brad.
Yes, he's speaking in tongues. Like Zerevex seems like he's being very honest with you. Mariele, you think that he's being very honest with you. In fact, you think that he's telling you more information than he would normally tell you, or tell a stranger. He's very sincere.
Who are the cultists?
Well, have you ever heard of the Tiamat dragon cult? They come for dragons and they try to get them to do their bidding. and they found one. If they get him young enough, they can start twisting them. Not that this one needs much twisting.
So it almost sounds like the bigger problem here is the cultists, not necessarily the dragon.
There are two problems: the cultists and the dragon.
That's two.
Uh,
That's a couple
yeah.
problems.
Yes.
The zombies and the plant creatures you don't foresee as a problem?
And the spiders.
He waves his hand and says, I have the twig blights covered, and the zombies won't attack unless you approach them first.
Okay.
Good
Hey,
to
random
know.
question. Do you have anything with removing curses?
Reidoth kind of looks at you guys and is like, what? No, I'm a druid. I don't. No.
Okay, just checking.
And he just kind of blinks at you and takes a step back, wondering what's wrong with you.
So obviously you want to help this area. What could we do that would help this area the most?
Well,
Why are we trying to help them?
Well, if you could run off the dragon, that would be the most help.
I don't think that's
Secondary.
that can't be possible. Dragons are just gonna kill whatever they want. There's
Now,
not
where
much
have
we
you
can
ever
do to
seen an
stop
example
them.
of that?
I
Look at
It-
Morose.
He is a young dragon, and if you challenge him, he will surely leave.
I'm
Do you think he'd leave for good?
What?
Would he leave for good?
He would
You
leave for good if you challenged him and then remove the cultists.
Yeah, but then the dragon will go somewhere else and kill more people. That's what they do.
So we eliminate the dragon here and now before it can grow.
Well, and what's to stop the cultists from bringing the dragon back?
That's why we need to eliminate it.
And the cultists. Let's kill everything. You had that big fireball spell, didn't you?
That spell is so cool. I really want to use it.
Okay. So
A dragon's nothing to take lightly. They go around killing everyone and everything in their path. You guys think we really can take on a dragon?
Yeah, sure, why not?
Yeah, we almost died just from him passing over.
That was just a
Yeah.
I'll say we'll cure our wounds, and then we'll attack it when it doesn't know that we're there
So,
I
yeah.
from
I-
multiple angles, so it can't poison us all.
offer you my house to sleep for the night. It is your decision of what you'd like to do, but we should keep the balance here and remove the dragon and remove the cultists.
Yeah,
Uh,
I was going to say, I think our best bet is to somehow remove the dragon. We can think on that during the night. Perhaps all of you religious people can pray to your gods and see what they say. But I say we need to deal with the dragon and the cultists. And perhaps we can decide on that in the morning, as long as this good druid keeps watch over us.
Reidoth nods at you. He looks at Ellywick, and gestures towards you and says, "A word, my dear friend," to Ellywick.
Really
Yes?
close hut?
Yeah, in this really close hut, he kind of pulls Ellywick to the corner, and whispers,
It's pretty decent size.
whispers to her. What's really great is that those are like each square is 10 feet. You guys are just massive now. You entered the mystery
You're
plan.
saying we need to go on a diet.
Everyone but Lark, and Ellywick. But so Ellywick, he pulls you up to the side and whispers to you, "If you help us remove Venom Fang, I offer you a position amongst the Emerald Enclave." You would know that the Emerald Enclave are a group of druids that seek to exemplify the ideal of protecting the natural order. This is something that you, as a druid, would aspire to.
Definitely. What all do we need to do? And can you teach me more about how you keep the balance here?
It is up to you and your party to decide what you're going to do. I can tell you that you need not kill the dragon, just get him off. If you prod him a few times, he's a young dragon who will surely leave. Whether that be with your weapons or with magic, that choice is yours.
Get him off like Red Rocket style?
No. Definitely no.
But
All I saw was Liam Whitley and Jerk, and I was like, oh god, what's going on in the chat too? Nope.
and
We're keeping it PG.
and how would we get rid of the cult? Do you have any advice?
That is as simple as removing their heads from their bodies.
And what obviously Mariele has a concern about the dragon going elsewhere. What can we do to ensure that he won't cause as much harm elsewhere?
Well, if you seek to remove the dragon, then and to prevent him from going elsewhere, then you will surely kill him. But if you seek to only keep the balance and remove him from this place, then you will simply remove him from this place. He kind of leaves it at that. He goes, but sleep and think on it. If you return, I assure you there will be a spot in the Emerald Enclave for you.
I will talk to my party.
Okay. Yeah, so nobody else but Ellywick heard that.
Are we going to sleep and discuss in the morning what we're doing, or do we want to discuss what we're doing tonight?
Yeah,
What time is it?
So
I don't know, but we all need to sleep.
It's morning. You can rest here. You can.
Morning. I thought we got to Thundertree in the afternoon because we spent like a day marching here.
I thought I wrote this down. I'm so hard. It is afternoon.
Keeping up time.
I have to say, Tamora, I think you do a wonderful job of DMing, but I kind of like that extra little check of a certain bread man.
Yeah.
Certainly because I forget shit all the time, so.
No, I'm really bad at keeping time sometimes. Okay, so you can sleep now. You can do other activities now. If you want to try to make armor, if you want to try to brew stuff, it's all up to you right now.
At the feast, it will be 3 p.m.
Yes, actually, that's what I would do every time it changes. Beep.
Well, shall we take a long rest and then in the morning or whenever we wake up decide what we want to do?
Or do we attack the dragon at night when it may be sleeping?
Or do we attract
Well,
the druid
one,
because, removing heads?
None of us have hit. Oh, you mean sleep now and then? We need to decide what we're doing. We haven't decided that we're going to go attack it yet.
Yeah, you haven't decided. Well, one, you haven't decided if you're attacking it. Two, you haven't decided if you're killing it.
Well,
Very true.
we also have to get to it. We had problems making it arguably a third of the way through the town.
It was halfway.
Wait, where is the dragon's in the keep, right?
Well,
In
we
the
don't know
tower.
for sure.
The tower that looked really sweet and awesome, and we wanted to go there.
So you know that Reidoth told you that the dragon's in the tower, and that you saw a tower.
Dragons have hordes.
It would be common sense that there's probably only one tower in this area.
Not like a major city.
If we go attack it, we need to make sure it doesn't go elsewhere.
So we have to kill it then.
Or
We have to kill it. We can't let it go and kill some innocent people in some town nearby.
Well, this town seems pretty empty. Why can't it just live here?
Yeah. Well, he wants us to drive it away from here.
Because
You
it
really-
would upset the balance.
But it would upset the balance elsewhere, right?
Yeah.
It would kill people elsewhere.
Yeah. Actually, if you're talking about balance here, there's nobody here to kill except for cultists, which are shitty anyway, or zombies, which who the fuck cares? So you're wanting to push it somewhere where it can actually harm lives? How does that help the balance?
You guys haven't asked what the cultists would do with it.
Why don't we just kill
Well,
the
then we just kill the
cultists?
cultists, yeah. Just removing the heads from the bodies.
I mean, the dragon's like 30 miles from Neverwinter. Eventually, it's going to grow up and threaten the town.
Well, we
And
can
then it's
come
just going to
back.
kill everyone over there.
Ugh.
Just come back.
Well, then they can pay us to come kill it.
Has anybody said what these cultists are doing, what their end game is?
Being jerks.
Because, maybe they're dragon worshippers who are doing dragony things.
Can we ask the druid if
They
he
were-
knows what the who the cultists, like maybe like what deity or whoever the cultists worship, and or what their mission statement is? I mean, he's been around them long enough. Certainly, he should know a little bit about them.
He did already say that they were a dragon cult and that they were going to bend him to their will.
Ah,
And evil doing, and he
Cult, not
Cult.
proper gods. Don't care.
well, I don't care about religion anyway, so that.
Yeah,
But,
Resurrection of Tiamat, that was in there.
Yeah, Tiamat is a dragon goddess or something. Queh. Epic
I was gonna
music.
say you need an extra UE in there.
Yeah, you do.
Not
Otherwise,
if it's trying is not spelled
you just
correctly.
want epic music. Okay, epic music.
We could just listen to Epic by Faith No More.
I love music on a roll 20.
So we
If
could
we-
either
Nothing.
kill the dragon, or we could kill the cultists, or we could kill both of them. But I don't think we can do that with the health we have right now.
I think we should go for the dragon first, try and at least scare it away at the very least. Then
It
we can
needs-
take care of the cultists.
You
Because
can't
I
just
think
scare the dragon away. It's
yes,
gonna
we will
go
try and
near.
kill it. We will try and kill it. But what can we do to keep it from flying away?
So let's
Killing it.
let's
Or
let's think
just
about-
leave
But
it
if we-
here. If it goes anywhere else, it's gonna kill innocent.
Right. So
People.
can you kill the dragon 100% one shot?
No.
Then it could fly away. Unless you have a way of keeping it on the ground, there's a chance it'll fly away no matter what.
So let's
Yeah.
think about order of operations here. If we kill
but
the
we want to
dragon,
ensure that the dragon doesn't get as evil as possible, so we definitely want to get the cult gone.
here's the thing: if we kill the dragon first, the cultists want the dragon, so we will have to fight both at the same time. If we kill the cultists first, then we can decide what to do about the dragon.
But
Unless
if we
they've
go for
already
the
got
We
him
need
cultists-
to make sure the
Cool.
dragon doesn't go somewhere else.
Wait, where are the cultists?
I can tell you, and I'm the DM. Tell me if I'm wrong about this, but knowing a thing or two about dragons, if they have a horde, if they have a central place, they're going to guard that first.
Yeah, so if we drive it out, it's just gonna go somewhere else. I mean, it's young. You can make a new horde.
Right. I'm just thinking about we have two adversaries here. The dragon is more likely to stay because it has something to protect. The cultists want the dragon. If we fight the
But the
dragon, the
dragon-
cultists will kill us, and we have to fight the dragon at the same time. But if we kill
But
the
the dragon
cultists
keeps
first,
getting cult.
Didn't someone say that the dragon keeps getting resurrected? Doesn't
No,
that
it
mean
keeps getting
someone
called back.
called
It
back?
gets, he gets frightened away, and then the cultists bring him back and are trying to cause him to do harm. So if we go after the cultists first, they'll probably control him to harm us more. So we have to go for the dragon first, and then go for the cultists.
but
I agree with that.
do we know that they have
We have to
control
go
of
for
the
the
dragon?
dragon and kill it.
Well, they keep pulling him back. They've got some control over him.
Does
When
anybody
the
have a giant
cultists-
net?
We have
Can-
webs.
Can we ask the druid if we think the cultists actually have full control over the dragon, can direct the dragon what to do?
Sure. Who wants to ask him?
I mean, I'll ask it. So to
Reidoth?
Reidoth, do you know? Do the cultists have full control over the dragon, or can they just kind of bring him to the spot?
Reidoth shakes his head and says, "No, not full. I can't talk. No, not full control, not yet. They can call him back, but they haven't gained mastery over him."
There we go. That's our in. We kill the cultists, and then we can decide the fate of the dragon.
Then the dragon might leave
It might.
Why would the dragon leave?
because it's been trying to go away anyway. They keep calling him back. If he leaves,
No,
he's gonna
he
go
keeps
kill
getting-
other people.
He keeps getting frightened away.
Right.
Yeah,
Exactly.
and he might get frightened if we kill the cultists.
Okay, Reidoth. How does the dragon keep getting frightened away?
Reidoth puffs his chest and goes, "Well, of course I go over there and deal with it. And every time I deal with this, the cultists call him back."
Okay,
Okay. So if we can.
so
it-
cultists first.
Right. Yeah. So cultists first. Let the dragon stay, and then we can decide the fate of the dragon later.
We need to kill the dragon.
Right. But we don't have
Agreed.
to do that first.
We need to make sure he doesn't leave.
Well, we just asked Reidoth to make sure he doesn't scare him away. If he's the one scaring him away, then that's what we'd stop. We say, actually, can I turn to Reidoth and say, hey, Reidoth, will you let the dragon stay while we deal with the cultists, and then we can deal with the dragon? I asked.
Sorry, was that to me? Sorry, what was your question?
Reidoth, are you okay with leaving the dragon here for a bit while we take care of the cultists, and then we can take care of the dragon?
Reidoth looks kind of at you and says, "It's up to you to decide what order you fight. But I can't imagine that this fight would be easy with a dragon still here."
Which is what I've been saying.
Stealthing dragon
Okay.
first.
But
I
it's
think
up
we
to
need
you to pick your order.
Maybe
Okay,
we
let's
could
take a
set-
vote and
Maybe we could
vote
set
in the totally realistic thingamadoober.
The chat, you mean?
Can we?
Yeah.
I want to ask Reidoth, how long does it take for them to call the dragon back once you scare it away?
A few days. The dragon's not likely to return on its own, and once it's frightened away, it really doesn't want to come back here.
We can't let it get away.
He hasn't done anything yet.
He's a dragon. He's gonna go kill people.
But that's in his nature.
Yeah, exactly.
That's part of the balance of the world.
That he
You
can
can't
just go and
save
kill who.
You can't save every squirrel from every wolf. That's part of the natural order of things.
Are there rooms in this hut or?
Yeah, there's a sleeping chamber. There's also the rest of it's all pretty together. There's an area for cooking.
Okay, Mariele gets visibly upset, and I leave the room and go to the sleeping chamber.
So, Reidoth, you say you've scared the dragon away. Can you possibly control the dragon at all? Like, what do you do to scare it away?
He looks at you, points to a staff that he has and says, I go up there and I use magic to get it off. I keep saying that. You guys keep not saying that the same way as I do. I use magic to push it off the tower, and then it doesn't return. It doesn't take much to get it. You just have to scare it a little bit.
Is there any way that you can suppress it, or contain it, or snare it?
That's a good question.
No.
Okay.
Those things would not be natural.
Because I'm wondering if we snare the
Not
dragon,
natural?
keep it here, then kill the cult, then we can kill the dragon.
What do we get out of killing the dragon?
I don't know. People here think that
Uh,
it's going to go kill other stuff, so.
The fact that it's not terrorizing the countryside and trying to murder a whole bunch of people. Like
Are there
us.
not other dragons in the world
not
that do
murder.
the same thing?
Remember, we're only in this town passing through because we were on our way to Neverwinter to help our friends get curses removed.
That's
This dragon
true.
sounds like it's going to stay here for a while. We can come back.
And Reidoth has his own little thing, so that kind of does make sense.
But can we
Well,
get
and if
through
we-
the
if we
town
kill-
easily?
If we kill the cult first, before we get rid of the dragon or whatever, and the dragon's still there, and we don't kill it and we scare it off, or he comes back, Larder still going to scare him off.
Yep.
It's not.
On the bright
the-
side, if we try to kill the dragon first without destroying the cult, then the cult will bring it back and we have a second chance.
But we have to kill the cult immediately after.
Right. They're not going to be happy with us. Reidoth, do you have any idea how many cult members there are?
He furrows his brow and says, probably a dozen or so.
That's a lot.
No problem.
Can we tame a dragon?
Technically, you can't tame a sentient creature.
Yeah, that's the thing.
And I think green dragons are very well known for being highly intelligent.
They are. I thought this was a question amongst your party, but yeah. As your DM and out of character to you, you would not be able to tame this dragon.
What if we hiccup at it? Get it?
Ah.
Can we send the bird to go talk to it?
Oh boy.
I don't think Barzu's up for that.
Everybody take 50 experience for your discussions with Reidoth.
Okay.
And for the information you've gathered tonight.
But I feel like we've gotten nowhere.
We've moved 150 feet.
Okay.
I mean, the vote has been done
Yeah,
to go
try
after
first.
the dragon first.
So,
This dragon thing, though, seems like a terrible idea.
yeah, I'm kind of with William on this. We're just trying to get to Neverwinter. Reidoth already has his thing. The cult has their thing. They have an equilibrium. Reidoth drives it away. The cult brings it back. Maybe we should just try to get the hell out of here.
I don't think leaving a dragon in proximity to Neverwinter is a particularly
Well-
noble thing to do.
It's a young dragon, and dragons take several hundred years
Right.
to mature.
Meanwhile, Zerevex, are you actively involved in this conversation?
No, I'm going to be.
Okay. You hear a knocking from your jug.
Okay, I'm going to open up the jug.
Hold on.
The water jug?
Yeah.
From the frog
so
people?
Zerevex notice it.
Is it loud and everyone hears, or is it just me?
Nope, it's only you. You guys can continue your discussion.
You really kind of like stop the entire
I
discussion.
know what I need
But-
to know.
If I'm looking at the vote, we have 3 for the dragon, 2 for the cult, 1 to scare the dragon and kill the cult, and 1 to just leave. We technically have 4 people that don't want to fight the dragon.
Yeah, I'm actually changing mine to go with William. I think that we just, especially if you're talking about natural order, I say we just leave it here. They have an equilibrium.
It's not natural, though.
You just said the natural thing is for it to kill stuff.
For the dragon, but the cult is not natural. They're trying to control the dragon and cause even more harm through their evilness.
I don't think a dragon is really what you consider nature in this case.
It's green.
I mean, it's green, but it's also a sentient creature. You don't really
So are
consider a
we.
city to be natural, so why would you consider a dragon to be?
But then what stops us? Why do you think we're better than the dragon, being sentient creatures ourselves?
Because we're not trying to kill all the other sentient creatures just for existing.
Well,
Not this.
Not you, Numeros.
so here's the thing.
Are we able to,
Can we
can we
take on a
converse?
dragon? Can we take on a dozen cultists? Is that something that we
Yeah,
think we can do?
Burroughs, I didn't
Sure.
think you'd back away from a fight.
Oh.
Gauntlet throw?
No, I don't just jump into anything. I weigh my options.
Yes, only children with knives.
Yeah, exactly.
are we able to converse with this dragon? Like, could we ask it to, if we got rid of the cult, would it fly away and not return?
You don't know right now.
Would I know anything about if I could talk to it?
You can make a check for me. History, since it's your kin.
Okie dokie.
You would know that you would most likely be able to talk to this dragon.
Oh God.
We don't know if the dragon's going to kill him on sight.
I could try to talk to the dragon and see. I don't know. I don't even know. I could try to talk to him, but I'm not sure how far we could get.
Could you try to intimidate him to staying away from humanity?
I puff up my chest and say, "Damn right I could."
I don't know if
Well, then that
talking to the
seems
dragon
take
is going to be
care
the
of
best
all of
option
our
considering
problems.
we were walking by and it decided to dive bomb us.
It was just flying by. It might have not done it on purpose.
It could have farted.
Yeah.
I'm telling you.
No.
He may have been the source for all that crazy poisony stuff.
I don't think dragons drop giant poison bombs on random parties.
It could have just been pooping.
I haven't seen.
I'm telling you.
If he
Anyway,
wanted us dead, he would have came back to kill us.
that's true. That's true.
I think the best course of action, which would please everybody, is if we could ensure that the dragon flew off somewhere and never came back into humanity's vicinity. Get rid of the cult so they can't control the dragon, and then get out of here. Then we've covered all bases. If
The only way to make
Morose
sure
is
that
as
the dragon doesn't threaten anybody anymore is to kill it.
How to
not if
hashtag
Morose
your
thinks
dragon.
he can intimidate him into being decent,
Well,
going off
as you
living in the
say,
mountains.
I'm always up for a fight, even though it's not really a fight. I'm always up for a fight of wits.
I
We're
have
not dead on
great
battle.
I volunteer as tribute.
I have great faith in Morose being able to speak with his kin.
I don't have so much faith that the green dragon will kill him on sight.
If Reidoth can go up there and scare him just with some magic, and we could easily scare him with some magic, why couldn't a big scary dragonborn scare him intimidate him into some kind of submission, especially if he's weak enough to keep getting called back by a cult?
Reidoth, do you know the name of this dragon? Reidoth?
What?
Do you know
Yes.
the name of this dragon?
He's already told you, actually.
Oh, did?
And Ellywick actually knows it as well. This dragon's name is Venom Fang.
Venom Fang.
Like poison?
Are you asking me right now?
Yes.
Yes, like poison.
So does he like spit poison?
He looks at you and goes, he's a green dragon. Of course he spits poison. And by spit, you mean breathes, right?
Yes. Guys, I think that poison cloud we ran into was the dragon. I'm not sure of our ability to take it on, considering it nearly murdered us just now.
But if
Yeah,
we're
just-
on different sides of the room, then we should be able to have an easy job.
Reidoth, do you have anything, either some sort of mixture or spell or anything that can repel this venom?
He frowns and says, no, the best thing to do is not get hit.
Well, I am acrobatic.
We covered like half the town with that poison.
Guys, if you can stave off the cult, I will go talk to the dragon.
I like that plan.
Shouldn't we be there to back you up if anything goes wrong?
No, if we've got a frightened young dragon, and I'm considering somebody that's been frightened away, brought back, frightened away, brought back, frightened away, brought back, and farts a lot, would probably be frightened. So I don't think he wants a lot of people around him.
Did you work on those spells that you were asking us about with magic?
No, I was just asking about them.
Just now?
All right. I
It'll
want to
take-
ask.
What?
I want to ask Reidoth if it's safe to go outside right now.
Reidoth peeks his head outside and says, yes, the night is clean and calm. You would be fine to go outside. Don't stray too far from the cottage.
All right. I'm gonna go outside then.
Okay.
We can't even see him.
You can't see him and you can't hear him.
Maybe he just needed some alone time.
He's like, screw you guys, it's a lot of bickering. I am out.
I mean, we do bicker quite a bit.
Zerevex, you hear the knocking. Did you take your jug with you?
Yes, I did.
Okay. You hear the knocking getting louder. Yes. What are you going to do?
I'm going to open it.
Okay. As you open it, you hear a voice speak to you and says, so Helm abandoned you. Oh, if only there was someone to reach out and help. Someone to remove a curse from you. And it is a tantalizing voice. And you see the water move and shift And it looks almost like there's eyes inside the water.
What do you mean about Helm abandoning me?
Well, he doesn't answer your calls, does he? You could not smite with his power, and you could not save with his power. What type of god can't save? What type of god can't smite?
That's true. I did call upon his power and he left me.
Yes, but I can offer you that, and I can take your curse. I'll even give you something better. I'll give you a shield to proclaim with. All you need to do is follow me and proclaim the name of Sigil, that you will go forth, and the water swirls and the eyes get clear.
So you would remove the curse that I'm cursed with.
Oh yes, I will do more than Helm could have done for you. The curse will be gone, and you will have my protection, and you will know it is my protection, for it will be on your arm, and you will see it, and you will have comfort by it. But first, you must be mine. You must follow Sigil.
What sort of power are you offering me?
Oh, I offer you the power of those to be able to ensnare by your words and to be able to ensnare by your wit. I offer you the ability. Whoops, where's my mouse at? I offer you the ability to find yourself in mirror, and I offer you the ability to find yourself invisible. I offer you the power of the water and the power of the waves. It's so much better than what Helm could have been.
All right. Give me the shield, and I'll bear your name, Sigil.
Give me put your hand in this water, and I will take that as your pact, and that you have sworn your oath to me and bear in the name of Sigil. And do you put your hand inside the jug?
Yes, I do.
Okay. As soon as your hand touches the water inside the jug, a watery shield forms on your arm. While it looks fluid and such, if you touch it, you find it to be very solid.
Solid water, like ice.
No, not like ice. Just as if nothing can pass through it.
And what's his name? What's the name of this god again?
Sigil.
So is the shield like made out of water?
Yep.
Cool.
On the front of it, you see a water weird's head, or think of it as like a dragon in the form of water, and it seems to swirl within the water of your shield. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. I just saw that. Okay. What you find yourself filled, Zerevex, with knowledge of prayer and such, for this being Sigil.
All right.
How dare you one?
Shifts are hard to use.
It's okay. I understand. So what's going on?
Okay.
Mariele, you are in the bed chamber, the sleeping chamber. What are you doing?
Huh?
What are you doing in the chamber?
Well, I left the room visibly upset, so I am meditating and cooling off.
What?
I
Are you
was,
in trance or anything?
yeah, sure.
Okay. Everyone else, what are you doing?
So, given the fact that I've told the party what I'm going to do, I say I offer to go up and talk to the dragon, but I must sleep on that to see if that's actually what I want to do, and I head to the chamber as well.
I
Okay.
still don't think that's a good idea.
Well, we have time to think about whether that's a good idea or not.
Mariele, are you going to react at all as the Dragonborn, or Dragonkin, enters the chamber?
Well, I'm not sure how much I heard exactly, because I'm not sure how loud they were talking and where the room is exactly and how thick the walls are.
You wouldn't have heard much, but since he said he's entering the room, it would be kind of up to you to decide what you think he's going to do.
For the moment, I'm just going to stay in trance because I know I'm too upset to deal with this right now.
Okay. Anybody do anything else?
I'm gonna go back in now. And I'm gonna look for a corner or wherever where I could go and just rest.
Do any of us notice that he has a new shield?
So actually, no. It only emerges when it's needed in battle and such. Until then, it remains in the jug.
So he looks completely like he did before.
So on a piece of armor of your choosing, Zerevex, you find the mark of sigil, which is the water elemental in the form of a dragon. Where would you like that to be?
So we just had this whole discussion about killing a dragon, and now we have a person with a sigil of a dragon on their stuff.
I know, right?
Just randomly appeared.
But yeah.
It's actually gonna be on my gauntlet.
Okay. Be like, it's cool, guys. I just let myself.
It's okay, it's a blue dragon.
Right.
Alright,
It's
so
a what?
Wait.
What?
It's gone.
Wait, what? Do we
The
notice
mark-
this?
Well, it's
Is
on
it
the
obvious? Is that
I was like,
Well,
do we
obvious?
notice this?
That's what I'm trying to ask. Zerevex, would it be obvious on your gauntlets? Would it be like displayed in splendor? Or
It would be on the back of my left hand gauntlet. That's the symbol's now there. Whether you're paying attention to my left hand, that's, you know.
would I notice it with my passive percent? Because you're going
You would
into
not,
the room,
yeah.
right?
You're in
No.
a sleeping
Well,
chamber.
Right, you're in the sleeping chamber.
Okay.
I just went to somewhere to sit.
anyone who's in the main room, go ahead and give me your passive perception.
8.
You did not win.
Okay, I'm going to start drinking then.
Is anyone other than Liam in the room?
Yeah, I am.
Okay, roll for your passive.
That's what I'm trying to find.
Sorry, not roll for your passive. Just tell me your passive.
Oh, sorry.
Write it down. Not to
13.
make this more confusing.
The passive would be 13, I think.
I don't have to look.
Yeah.
11, 13. It is 13.
Yeah.
Okay. You all notice that there's now a blue marking on Zerevix's glove in the shape of a dragon.
Zerevex, what's that on your gauntlet? You didn't have that earlier.
That's nothing.
Normal, totally fine. NBD.
Yep, I'm just sitting in the corner drinking. This is fine.
Everything's on fire.
Can we roll like an insight or something on that?
Sure, you can roll an insight on it. Actually, let's do it as a contest. Go ahead and roll deception, Zerevex, since you're trying to deceive the group. And everyone else roll for insight.
I think he's got
Right.
You were all convinced by Zerevex that this is nothing. Perhaps it's been there for a while. You just never paid attention to his left hand.
Right, normally it's covered with the shield anyways, right?
Have you discarded any markings of helm?
Actually, yeah, when I was outside, would have ripped off my necklace and thrown it away.
Cool.
So didn't he have a shield originally?
I did.
Where did that go?
Still on my back.
Okay.
Why not? Yeah.
Would we notice him missing the necklace?
No, you would not. Unless you're actively looking at him, but you didn't say you were. I mean, you were looking, but not for a specific thing. Okay, so anything else going to go on? Any more questioning of Zerevex, or also?
I believe him, no.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so in the chamber, I'm going to conduct my normal martial arts stuff, my motions and whatnot, and As usual, I combine all the different arts that I've learned and try to get rid of the stuff that doesn't apply to me, try to enhance the stuff that does apply to me. That's just my normal thing when I rest. Or before I rest, rather. Preparation. And hoping that I can gain some insight to this stupid folly of trying to talk to a dragon.
Alright.
And if nothing happens with all that, then I'm going to rest after it.
So, are you in the main room still?
No,
Me?
you went.
No,
Yeah.
I went to the chamber. I went to some place that was serene so that I could do my stuff and not really be bothered by other stuff.
I was actually going to ask Zerevex about how it was outside because I'm tempted to go outside and just be with nature for a bit.
Okay.
Zerevex, what'd you do out there? How is it looking?
It looked just fine. I was only out there briefly, you know. So it's just, there's nothing around that I could see. Just needed to get
Okay.
away from everyone squabbling back and forth, to be honest.
Oh, yes, that makes sense. Well, then I think I will walk outside for like 5 or 10 minutes and just breathe and be in nature before I go back in to meditate and sleep in a corner.
I'd like to go find Morose.
Okay.
Is he
And,
interrupting my stuff, or?
If he finds you, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, there's not a lot of space to go.
Hey,
And this
I
is,
was thinking,
and I'm in that room too, right?
Yeah, so there's three
Okay.
of you in that room.
Yeah.
I'd be
Okay.
like, Morose, would you care for a drink? I mean, you might as well have a drink before you go on something as foolish as trying to talk to a dragon.
I save drinks for triumphs. Right now I need a clear head.
I mean, it's really not the best idea.
No, it's not. But our options
I-
aren't the best.
Persuasion for that?
Yeah, go ahead and roll. Alright.
I'm gonna open my eyes and do I see, this is Zerevex talking to Morose, right?
No. It's
No.
No?
Red
Oh,
Boy.
William?
Okay, so let's roll this as a contest. William, you roll persuasion, and Morris, go ahead and roll insight to see if you can find the true nature here.
Do we hear this going on from the other room?
You are persuaded.
I don't
How
want
long
to drink though.
Honestly,
Like I never do that when I do
I've
that.
had a little bit to drink by this point, so I'm speaking in a somewhat elevated voice, somewhat jovial, for lack of a better term.
Okay, well I will try to intimidate and say, hey, this is my time where I center myself. I'm about to undertake something dramatic. I don't want a drink, and I try to intimidate.
Okay, roll for intimidation.
What would I counter roll for that challenge?
Give me a second to think about that.
So are we hearing this go on from the other room?
You are still trying to persuade him, so go ahead and roll for persuasion. You would hear this going on, yes. You feel intimidated by Morose?
I do?
Yes.
Like, oh, don't be like that. I was just trying to offer you a drink before you went out. I mean, it really is a terrible idea.
Look, when you came in here, you saw me. I was trying to center myself. I was trying to do stuff. This is what makes me good at what I do. This is why I do what I do. So just leave me alone for right now. If this works successfully, I'd be happy to have a drink. But right now, I need to focus myself on the job ahead.
Someone said, wait.
That's me. Go.
Well, all right, I will let you.
You're stealing, Lark.
I will let you suit yourself. That dragon just doesn't sit right with me.
It doesn't sit right with me either, but it's for the best of the group. And you've all shown your colors in helping me, so I must do what's best for the group. And with that, I'm going to turn away from him. I'm going to try to just, calm myself a little bit and then hopefully resume after that whole encounter.
All right. As I walk away, I say, all right, I'll reserve a bottle of my best alcohol for your tombstone.
That's fun. That's nice. So everybody heard that. So what's going on? Also, after this, we will be stopping. But let's finish this up.
Did I hear that? Because I was out in the.
Oh, you would not.
Yeah.
Let's go ahead and resolve Ellywick being outside. So, Ellywick, you're outside. What's going on?
I'm just taking in deep, cool breaths of the air, looking around, listening, and I think I was going to talk to Barzu a bit and ask him, Barzu, what do you think about this whole area? How are you doing?
Barzu hops around a little bit and kind of looks at you, and he seems not at ease, and he goes, just not right. Things just not right here.
No, they're not right, are they?
I don't like cultists.
No, they don't seem very nice. We're gonna try and take care of them. Do you know anything about cultists?
He hops around and he goes, if they want the dragon, then they have to be of Tiamat, right? And almost imploring you to understand his fear of Tiamat and the Tiamat cultists.
Yes, they would. But we're going to try and get rid of them.
Does the crow make a roll for persuasion?
No. Well, not rolling for persuasion.
What do you know about them?
So he's hopping around a little bit more, clutching his eye. He knows he's holding onto it much tighter. They just don't play nicely. They get the dragons and they turn the good ones bad. White Street didn't like them.
White Street didn't like them?
Yeah, White Street didn't like them. Said nothing good could happen. Got really angry.
Is White Streak your friend?
White Street's not really people's friends.
But you're not people.
No.
Okay, well, we definitely don't want them to get that dragon, so we're going to do our best to get rid of them. Do you know of any ways to get rid of them? Did White Streak ever tell you any way to get rid of them?
White Street. Barzu is excited. He goes, woo! White Street always told me different ways to get rid of them. You can poke their eyes out and hang them upside down, or you can take their guts out, or you can hit them in the face, or you can spit on them, and you can do all that. And he goes into a very strong detail of all the things White Street told him could be done.
And do they have any weaknesses?
Their eyes.
Their eyes. Would you be willing to help us if we come upon them to pick out their eyes?
You feel Barzu pull away from you. No, Barzu doesn't like to hurt things.
That's very good.
I can poke Lark, though.
What?
I could poke Lark in her eyes.
No, I don't think we should poke Lark. I know she's not your best of friend, but but we shouldn't poke Lark.
Can we peck Lark?
No.
Can we
If any pecking that we're doing will be directed towards the cultists.
Can I poop on Lark?
No.
I can't control my pooping.
Well, if you poop on the ground and she steps in it, I won't say anything.
What if she's licking up with her mouth open?
No. We want to keep the party as nice as possible.
They're already mean.
But you haven't been very nice either sometimes.
You feel as if Barzu is completely upset about this. No, I've been nice. I even let you touch the eye. No one's supposed to touch the eye.
You're right. You have been
If I don't
nice.
want to touch eyes, I can just get one from Lark.
Ours is a dick. The big black dick.
Stop it,
Why?
Rose.
The crow. OOC.
Okay. What else are you gonna do?
I'm just going to implore Barzu to be as well behaved as possible, and not harm anybody in our party. And then say, I'll give you some extra treats if you can try and not harm any of our party.
Okay.
You ready to go to bed?
Yeah, can I sleep by Lark?
No. And I hand him some treats from my pocket.
Okay.
And go in. And when I go in and find a corner, I try to stay as far away from Lark as possible to distract.
When you
Barzu.
enter the room, Barzu kind of flies around it, and you see him ruffle his feathers as he goes over Lark.
Barzu!
He's a
You
shitty
hear-
bird.
You hear from Barzu, didn't do it, made you look. As he comes back to you.
Wait, what?
You hear him say, didn't do it, made you look, as he comes back to you.
Will you
You're
control
right.
that bird?
So Barzu circles the second time if I'm saying that and ruffles his feathers again. I need to roll to see. There's nothing happens.
He's just as much of a being as you are, so you can't always control everyone. Come on, Barzu, let's go to sleep.
Okay, so Barzu comes over and curls up next to you. He manages to stash the eye close to your face, as if he doesn't trust your party members.
Okay.
She has a character sheet for Barzu, actually.
I imagine Barkley has like an AC of 7.
AC of 49. Okay,
He's 12.
let's go back to the rest of the party. So, Mariele, you're in trance.
Mm-hmm.
Maros, you're in concentration.
Yep, and then when I'm done, I'm sleeping.
Okay,
After I'm back to my drinking.
you're drinking. Liam, what are you doing?
Hanging out and healing?
Okay. Zerevex, you are in the corner.
Yeah, I'm in the corner just getting ready to rest.
Ellywick, you return to your sleep. Did I miss anyone? Lark, what are you doing?
I'm going off to bed.
Okay.
After I finish my jar of alcohol, I'm going to go to sleep as well.
All right. And we will leave it there. Where's your party?
All right. Well, that was interesting.
Yeah.
And now we have to wait 2 weeks.